Hello everybody. On this day in 1915, Thomas Merton was born. He was well known as an American Trappist monk. Trappists who stick very closely to their monastic vows. For example, they don't keep a vow of complete silence, but idle talk, unnecessary talk is not allowed, and they are vegetarians. And he became a great writer of spiritual books, but also a social reformer. He actively campaigned on behalf of the civil rights movement and against the proliferation of nuclear weapons. One of the things that's particularly notable about Thomas Merton is that he desired to be very close to the world of nature, and he had a number of disciplines that encouraged him in this. One was he would often start the day by going outside for what might be described as a sacred walk, a walk in nature in which his eyes and his ears and his heart was open to what nature was offering him. Sometimes he would do this barefooted. Then, secondly, he would always be very conscious of the weather, not just to how does it suit me or doesn't it, but to kind of embrace the weather as part of that particular day. And then he, thirdly, would make very great efforts to learn about his environment by knowing the names of things, of the birds, of the trees, of the flowers that were in the nature surrounding the monastery. And what struck me not only was the importance that he gave to this determination to get close to nature, but that the idea was to remind him that he wasn't just a human being standing apart from nature and looking at it, but was actually one with nature, that him and the trees and the flowers and the weather were all part of the same system that he was involved in, and it was part of becoming close to the natural world in a really quite intimate sense. I think this, we may not be able to do the barefoot walking, particularly this time of year, but the idea of just allowing ourselves to feel part of the natural world, even just as we're walking down the road, or maybe just stepping out into our gardens temporarily if we have them, just to allow ourselves to sense this oneness with the world around us. And I think his social activism, his deep understanding of God and of God's activities among us came partly from this closeness to nature, and I think it's something that we can all perhaps explore a bit further if we've a mind to, and hope that it, following that kind of pattern of life, can give us too a greater sense of commitment to changing the world and of closeness to God, if that's what we wish.